Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to On Air with Brandon J. I'm Brandon. I got Mr. Landman USA of Buying Back USA. Mr. Landman, what's up, man? How are you?
Man, blessings. How you doing, Brandon J? Welcome.
Man, I'm
On
good.
air with the Brandon J show, man. I'm so
we had to
excited.
fight to get this interview done today, but I appreciate you, man. We're having a lot of technical issues with
Yes.
StreamYard, but man, it's good to see you, man. How are you?
I'm blessed today. It's been a hard journey. We got a lot of great things going on. We're gonna talk about it in the show. Let's go.
Let's go, man. So let's talk about the movement being created with Buying Back USA. Like, tell me, like, I know it's been a journey. Every time I talk to you, you're traveling. What is new with Buying Back USA?
Well, right now we are helping and educating people around the country about land.
Yeah.
We are pursuing that. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. I want everyone in America to own land and the next generation to own land. So instead of being the X factor or the Z generation, we are the land generation. That's what we are called now. Let's go.
Absolutely. And let's talk about the documentary. So when you sent me the video that was posted on Instagram and I watched it, I was like, man, you really put a real documentary together for Netflix.
Yes.
Like, what did you endure during the process of putting this documentary together? Because it's all about content, right? Everything is about content.
Yes. It's like I have researchers, we have script writers, and we have historians on our team. So all of our information that's going to be in a Netflix documentary, it's fact checked. All information is available from 1800 all the way into the present day. So it was a journey just getting the families and the descendants of the families the consent to know about the land and what happened and how the land was stolen from them.
It's an incredible story because a lot of folks are not educated on the history of how this country was built, and even taking a step further, speaking about land. Like, land is something that I think I'll say individual, but American, because we're talking about the USA, right? Every American needs to have their hand on.
Correct. Yes. So, I mean, the documentary the documentary is telling a story of how the land was stolen from people. Understand this. When you go to school, they teach you how to be a lawyer, doctor. They teach you how to be a basketball player. They teach you how to be all these things, even president of the United States. But have they ever taught anyone in school you could become a landowner?
No, they haven't, Mr. Landman. I don't recall in all the years of being in school that we were taught the urgency and the importance of purchasing land.
Yes.
I mean, everybody tells you, oh, you go to school to get a good job, to get, make money, get benefits, 401k. But what happens when the 401k goes bye-bye?
It's really affecting people in America. My goal is to educate and teach people about land. This documentary is telling everything that happened from 1800. A lot of people don't know that George Washington was the first one that freed slaves. It wasn't Abraham Lincoln.
No, it wasn't.
It was George Washington. He freed 56 slaves on his deathbed and left them over 1,000 acres of land. This is what happened back when George Washington was dying on his deathbed. And you know what happened, Brandon J?
What happened?
When he passed away, the family descendants of the Washington family, remember, the slaves did not sign their name. They signed the letter X. The letter X was on a deed of land that the slaves owned. The family signed their name next to the letter X and took the land back. And made them slaves again on their own land.
Crazy story, but so true.
It's powerful.
The fact checking is definitely there, and you guys are Buying Back USA. You've done your homework.
Yes, we done it. Tulsa, Oklahoma, the massacre. It wasn't racial. It just wasn't about black and white. I'm telling your fans, Brandon J, the Tulsa, Oklahoma, the first place that they burned was the deed office. And I'm sorry to bring up history, but without history, we can't go forward in America.
We can't, man.
So the documentary, we are traveling the country. We interviewing. We are talking about exactly what land is about in America. My goal, Mr. Landman, I want to talk to someone out there, Brandon J, who feel that they can't be a landowner, but you can be a landowner. You can invest in land.
Well, and I thank you for sharing that, because, you know, the years that I've known you, Mr. Landman, and seeing how this vision has become a reality,
yes,
and how others in the communities of Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina and Maryland and DC and just all over the USA are coming together. And it's a really special, inviting moment for Americans, because we need something that's going to empower us. We need something that's going to give us hope and encouragement, especially in the economical climate that our country and us as individuals are facing daily.
I mean, for me, I'm not buying land in Africa. I'm not from Africa.
Right.
I'm an American. So I'm buying land here.
Exactly.
I don't want 40 acres in a mill. I don't want no reparation for nothing. We have the economic power to buy all the land we want and the mills. So when someone says 40 acres in a mill, you keep your 40 acres in your mill and you wait on the government to give you something that you don't even own. I'm going to go buy it.
There you go.
And keep it. And then I'm going to give it away.
There you go. So now that we've kind of established what Buying Back USA is, what's next for you guys?
Man, the greatest thing is this documentary. Shout out to everyone that's a part of the documentary. The Bain Group in South Carolina, one of our sponsors, Ford, is coming in. We actually, Ford is actually doing something great with one of the vehicles that we have. They're doing some good things. We have a lot of other companies that's actually sponsoring this, and we want people to be a part of the documentary. We want people right now. We own our content.
Amazing,
understand it, Brandon. We own our content, and we're not going to sell our content for money. We want to bring people in so you can be a part of it. Invest in Buying Back USA so we can get this documentary out, so we can tell a story about land in America, the land of the free. That's the name of the documentary. And if you want to invest in land, call me, contact me. Go to buyingbackusa.com.
And I'll post that in the description of the video, right? Well, I'll make sure that we post the link, because I think it's important for folks to find that landing page of where to go. Like, hey, I'm interested in being a part of something, but I need to know where to go, because this thing is moving very quickly. It's taking on a life of its own.
Yes.
And you see it more and more. And I know you've seen the articles with Meek Mill and so many others, Rick Ross purchasing land and all of this. So I look at it like this. Okay, if they can do it, anybody can do it.
Yes.
You just have to be educated and have the team.
For me, you don't need a lot of money to invest in land.
Right.
All of our investors so far in our company, we are projected to gross over $2.5 million in the next 2 years in land acquisition. You build what you build in order to own it. I want people to change their mindset. That person that's on that couch, the person at your job, instead of buying a Gucci bag or a Birkin bag or buying your wife diamonds, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the luxury stuff. But why don't you invest the money into your children or your spouse to own land? I encourage women to own land. I encourage you to buy land for your children.
There it is. Absolutely. I love the enthusiasm, Mr. Landman, and the opportunity that Buying Back USA and your movement, your team is providing to people, because people, like I said, once again, we need hope. We need encouragement. If someone has money, right? You don't have to have a ton of money, but you have money and you want to see that money grow. The worst thing you can do is hold on to money and it just sits there and it depreciates and depletes. Why not put that money to work and allow it to work for you and be able to prosper from that money working for you? Because we all know the bank isn't giving us the interest rates that we desire.
And that's the great thing, Brandon J, you mentioned about the banks. We don't take loans out on no land deals.
Right.
We buy all our land deals straight cash, because when you own the land, you can control the dynamic of the land itself. So what we're doing is we're educating people that when you owning land in the process, Mr. Landman will come out to your land and help you with the zoning, help you with the water rights, help you with the air rights, help you with the county commissioners and zoning, that whatever you want to build on your land, we will make it specifically designed for that.
That's
we will help
awesome.
you through the process. We just don't help you buy land and leave you go. No, we work with you.
Well, I'm gonna have you back on the podcast, Mr. Landman, and for those that are going to tune into iHeart, Spotify, Apple, and others. But thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you
for joining us. I should say, not tuning in. Thank you for joining us today and allowing people to just see a glimpse of what Buying Back USA is. We're going to go more in depth on the audio, but this is my exclusive with Mr. Landman USA of Buying Back USA. Thank you so much, man.
Yes. God bless everybody and buy land.
Buy land. I'll see you later, man. Have a good one.
Thank you, Mr. Brandon J.
Yes, sir. I'll see you guys next time here on Air with Brandon J. I'm Brandon. Goodbye for now.